All right, so our biggest issue that we've been talking about in all videos are customer service.
Or lack thereof.
There you go. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, we are not talking about the quality of the hair and a whole bunch of other features of the company. We're simply talking about customer service. Granted, yeah, they have high quality stuff. And I know from experience, like, okay, I purchased 2 different items from them in the past year and a half. So I'm pretty sure I'm well acquainted with the products and, you know what I mean, like how good it is. Granted, they're not one in a million, but there are other people who have great hair too, like them. Like obviously you see people on TV all the time with that hair, like celebrities and all that. So it's not like it's, you know, if her thing was 1 in a million, the only thing out there that's something that's like that, then I'm pretty sure more or celebrities would start buying. So it's not that rare. You know, it is hard to find, I can't lie, but it is doable. We've managed to do that since our situation with Couture.
And I will say this, adding to the quality of the product. The quality is amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I had got the wig and I actually started, like I felt it and I was just like, this is good quality. You know, the quality is not the problem. It is the customer service.
Exactly. And what I said even in one email to them, I'm like, honestly, I don't even feel like I'm treated like a good customer or appreciated, because they fail to realize that a business is nothing without customers. Without customers, and I told them specifically, you're literally a company that doesn't have products on the shelves. Without customers is nothing. What's the whole point of having a business? The whole point of a business is to serve people. They're trying to serve others.
Yep. I mean, and we both have backgrounds in that.
Yeah.
Both of us have extensive backgrounds in customer service.
Yeah. It's so ironic how we actually deal with, like, we do have it from 2 different points of views, 2 different standpoints, where like you have it more in terms of, like, you know, retail,
direct contact.
Yeah, direct contact.
Yep.
Me, I'm direct contact, but also my experience is more, it's ironically computer work, and that's the reason why I'm so organized, so good with, like, keeping some file and doing certain stuff. So my resume is filled with that as well as yours. No, granted, we both left that alone because why? We left a job for our career. So that is no longer our job, but if we look back on our resume, it's full of that. So me being so acquainted with customer service and computer typing and all that, I know that was just horrible, horrendous. You know, I would never talk to people the way they were talking to people, how they were not answering my questions. And you'll see with the various screenshots that I'm going to be showing you that I would ask specific questions and I'm going to circle it, you know, for you to see. And you see the replies, it barely anything's answered. Like, did you read it? Like, I don't understand. And like, I know Australia has a different English or a different, like, you know what I mean? Like,
there might be some type of language
but
barrier.
No, come on, really? Like, I'm not speaking another language, you know? Like, that's what threw me off. So, and like, even when the person was responding back, sometimes it wasn't even clear to me in sense of what you were asking. Like, I just feel like somebody should be able to speak more formal and proper when emailing back. I don't feel like I'm talking to a 10-year-old or 2 or 3 10-year-olds, because the emails were always so different that I just felt like it was consistent. Even if you're talking to different people, you shouldn't have to feel that way when you're talking to a company. When I call my bank, when I call other people customer service, you can't tell. There's always this general format you have to follow, protocol, standard. That's what we call it. That you have to follow, so that no matter who you're talking to, you always feel like you're talking to the same person, you're being dealt with the same way, in all fairness. And I'm not. Clearly I'm not. And I've seen it from my own point of view, hers as well as other people. So even though me and her are here, I've been talking to a few of the people who bought from Freedom Couture and have similar experiences, but I'm leaving them out of it, and they're finally being left out of it, but they have similar experiences as well. Because I've seen screenshots, I've been talking to people through direct message, through different various methods, emails, Google Drive, all that. So I have way more proof than just me and her and my other friend about the stuff that's been going on, the lack of communication going on between us, you know? I know Freedom Couture has this issue with hiring new people, more people. Apparently, there have been people who treated her company bad, robbed from her and whatnot. And I do understand that. I sympathize for that. Obviously, nobody wants to get, like, robbed of people you trust, you know? Lose that trust quickly, but she is, I don't know, she's having a cold heart. I don't know what's going on, but she's letting her emotions get in the way and not hiring more people to do work. Clearly, your company is getting bigger quick, because why? You are advertising it to a high degree. Yep. She's constantly doing all these contests, like tag 3 fellas, tag 3 people. So constantly when the people are getting tagged, she went from having 30,000 to 40,000 to 50, going up to 60,000 followers on Instagram. So with that type of publicity, you better have the right amount of people in your company to back that up. You know, there should be some type of ratio. Like, I didn't take too many business classes, but from what I know, there needs to be some type of ratio between like a 1-to-5 ratio, whatever the case may be, to compensate for the amount of new people that you have being alert and ready to buy from your company.
I will say another issue that I did have with Freedom Couture was there seemed to be a lack of professionalism. When you're running a business, regardless of what people say to you, people are going to love you, they're going to hate you, they're going to bash you, they're going to praise you. You need to maintain a level of professionalism at all times. And if me as a customer, I'm emailing you and I can get the sense that you're getting frustrated or irritated, that's not okay. And it's going to piss the customer off, as it did with me.
But what I don't get is, aren't you paid to do that job? So you're getting mad that to do a job that you're being paid to do, because technically speaking, we now paid you to do something. So now we're asking how it's going. If I pay somebody to do work, I'm gonna ask, you know what I mean? Like, no matter what type of job it is. So if I have somebody fixing my car, I pay them. They shouldn't get mad when I'm asking you what's going on.
And you shouldn't get mad when you get criticism that you don't like, because you're not living up to the standards that you, one, portrayed, and two, you're not meeting the goals that you set out.
Exactly. And like, so, I'm on Instagram and I see her posts online, and various people have commented under her post, either directly to her or not to her at all, in frustration about the situation that's going on. And apparently she gets mad about that. Me and one girl who I don't know her at all, but we were talking to each other about our investment that we made in Freedom Couture. And while we're talking about stuff going on and venting to each other, Freedom Couture comes in and she's like, and she says the most rudest comment that I've ever, I didn't see it coming at all. But she was pretty much saying that if we're gonna complain about it, then we will get your money back, or just DM me for your money back. First off, if I want my money back, I'm not gonna DM you. Why would I send a direct message through a social media to ask you for my $1,500 back? Come on. What professionalism is that at the social media? She just said, what's next, Facebook? Come on. The phone or email. Keep it professional. Number 2 is that like I said, I'm an investment. I spent over $1,500. That girl spent $1,000. I'm entitled to say whatever I want as long as it has to do with my product and my item that I bought.
Technically, you can say whatever you want, even if it doesn't have to do with your product.
I mean, yeah, technically speaking, yeah. So she's worried about me. Honestly, she's worried about me complaining about my product or whatnot
that you haven't received.
Exactly. But you're not complaining about other people who are writing the most rudest stuff to you about having braids or doing all this other stuff. All this other comments and criticism that you get that you don't even comment back, you leave it alone, but then you have the nerve to comment me and say rude stuff to me about an investment that I made. So, I don't know about, I thought Australia's really pretty familiar with eBay, Amazon, you know what I mean? Sites that people normally, shop from, but you can write whatever review you want to make. Amazon, even if you never even purchased from the company, you can write all about that product, whatever you feel. The only difference is that they'll let you know whether or not you're a verified purchaser or not. And you know what? I am a verified purchaser from Freedom Couture. So that means I am qualified, or more than qualified, to say whatever I want.
Listen, when you deal with a business, when you are in constant contact with the people, we are who essentially makes you your money. You make your money off of us. You need to develop a thick skin and be able to take whatever people say about you or your product. The fact of the matter is that you did not deliver on products that you had set, a time frame that you set yourself, and you didn't deliver. We're not talking chump change. She spent $1,500. I spent over $500. Another person spent over $1,000. This is not just chump change. Like I said before, I'm pregnant. That $500 can go to a lot of different things.
Exactly.
The $1,500 could have gone to a lot of different things.
You know, like that's not my high priority, but I was fully aware of the quality of the hair and how rare is that she has a sale. Other than the sale in August of 2015, the last time she had a sale was Valentine's Day of 2014. So it took a year and a half for her to have a sale again. And for me to be able to say that, it really does show you that I've been following her company and a customer for a long period of time. So believe me when I say that her customer service was really on point before. It was superb back in the day. The more mainstream she gets, the less quality she has. And it's because of the lack of employees that she has. Because honestly, no offense, but come on, you got a makeup artist being doing an email. Granted, I don't want to be, I'm not going to stereotype too much because some makeup artists are good and, you know, tech savvy and all that. But you know what? If you're just good at makeup, stick to makeup. You know, don't try to do a job that you're not qualified to do. At the end of the day, if she have her apply to 5 jobs similar to that and see if she will get it. If she can't, that means she's not qualified to do the Freedom Couture.
It doesn't even have to go that far. My whole thing is, and I mentioned this in previous YouTube video, and I'm gonna mention it again. You originally said that your store would be closed for 1 month. It was supposed to open October 1st. You had to push it back to November 1st, which means that obviously you got a high volume. Even if it was temporary, hire more people. Hire somebody who strictly deals with email. Yeah, hire somebody who strictly deals with phone calls. Hire somebody who can help you with the hair.
Yeah. So it seems like they have no database. They have no system that can help differentiate between different people's orders, different people's, like, you know, I mean, like their units, whatever the case may be. To the point that I thought it was simple to refer to an order number. Hi, I am you know what I mean? I am emailing you about order number that, whatever. And they didn't know what I was talking about. When I asked them about the order number, they're like, "Can I see your receipt?" Oh, okay. I don't know how the receipt has an order number, but okay. Do you think I'm lying about the number? All right. So that to them. Obviously, they were still confused afterwards because even that, they still asked about detailed order. So I'm like, what did you get? I don't understand what, I don't know what software they're using on their end to make the order number and details, but it's not working because I have to still tell them when I ordered afterwards. I don't know. So there's that, the whole issue with the customer service, the lack of technology, I don't know, tech savvy people, the lack of people in general. And I have to qualify people like, all right, if the makeup artist was good at talking and doing and emailing back and have her do it, but clearly she's not. Clearly not successful. And it's not working. They definitely have to hire somebody new. And Freedom Couture is scared or nervous about hiring somebody that's gonna mess up her company. She can, I mean, people have passwords to their email. She can have her own the same password to the email. She can periodically log in and make sure that the conversation being held between her new employee and other people are being consistent and up to standard to the company's wishes. She can't do that. So in the other videos, I was talking about like how my, my situation ended with pretty much she asked for a refund and they thought I asked for a refund, even though we have different names, different emails. So they gave me a refund of my, my purchases. That goes to the customer service and the whole not paying attention to people's names, the orders, But there's more details about that in the other videos. But in the email, they even asked me, they're like, if I ever decide to purchase again, blah, blah. First off, why would I? So you want me to deal with this headache again? And so this is sorry for the miscommunication. They're not really that sorry, honestly, because they weren't even trying. I was trying more than they were. Like, I was constantly having to do so much more than I needed to do as a customer. I never worked so hard in anything that I ever shopped for. And it shouldn't be that difficult to shop. Just buy and just get the order. If something goes wrong, let me know. Whatever. I just don't get it. It's just so simple. So there's that. And it's funny because, obviously when I'm saying all this stuff and talking about it, like, I've come a long way. Like, not come a long way, but it's like I've been around for such a long period of time. Like I said, I purchased from Couture. I've bought and vouched for her, and like obviously like I've done it so much to the point that a lot of people thought I was working for Couture. That's how bad it was, how real it was. Because I studied that site pretty. I was always on it. She was on it too. The only difference is that I was like, when I'm bored, like, I'll be in the bathroom, I'll be in the bus, or I'll be somewhere where I'm like, while I'm on, I see people asking her questions, and obviously, because she's only like a 2 or 3 people company, she doesn't have time to answer. And I always said it because people would lash out at her. Oh, you're not answering that. And I was sympathizing before. I'm like, honestly, this is a small company of 2 or 3 people because they even post a picture of their employees. It's only a group of like 3 people in a month. And I'm like, honestly, it is going to take time because they can only do so much. You know what I mean? Like, they do that. I answer people's questions. People will ask where can they find out about this, that, and the fourth. I've directed people. I have people commenting under my, like, old photos just to talk to me about Faux Couture, asking me my experience. And I always said positive stuff. I got DMs coming my way. Obviously, if you see my YouTube channel, you'll see I have a playlist for Faux Couture that dates back to, months ago, myself for her. So people have commented and contacted me about those too. So I've always been doing positive stuff. So I'm not somebody who's out to get her or, I always see bad stuff. Like, no, I've seen the good stuff. This was like when I tell you that this past year or so, I took 2-3 steps forward for the Couture. I could have taken 10 steps, but this whole experience took me 25 steps back. That's how real it was. That's how bad it was.
How ridiculous it was.
Yeah, it was a point of no return. Like, granted, there have been some couples or some people where you buy things don't work out well. Like, all right, I'll try to get over a certain period of time. No, this is like flat out dead. Like, flat line. No heartbeat, no nothing whatsoever. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
I don't plan on doing business with her again. I will not recommend her to anybody. And the fact of the matter is that what she does, I can find 10 other people who do it and won't give me half the headache that I had to deal with her.
And we proved it too, because afterwards, like, obviously we didn't hear. That was the whole purpose of it, like, now that we're so used to knowing Faux Couture's quality that we couldn't even go downhill, obviously. So when you admire something for so long, it's like, I can't just go back to square one to my own self. No. So what we did is, we looked at celebrity hairstylists. So you can look at Instagram. We won't be posting the names, but you can feel like there are celebrities that post, okay, makeup done by blah blah, hair done by blah blah. So that's what we did. We nitpicked, and we saw which celebrities had some great hairstylists. And we work from that, and we're on our way to be purchasing new units and new hair from that. Obviously, celebrities can wear, hey, so can we.
Seriously.
So that's pretty much it. So hopefully, or maybe they will change how they run their service and their business.
Probably not.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
But this video wasn't made for them to change anything, because the likelihood of that happening is slim to none. This video was made so that people understand what our experience was and kind of can go from there. I mean, I don't typically order hair from Instagram. The only reason why I did was because she's done it and she had such a great experience in her previous times. But after this, I'm all set. Like, I'm really good. I mean, we did find other hairstylists that we will be going with. But again, this video is in no way, shape, or form for Faux Couture and her company to change anything, because we understand that probably won't happen.
It's not addressing them at all. It's us talking and venting out of our situation, letting somebody else know, because some people deal with that too. Like, I know that, it's a problem with internet is that, people only see the good stuff, not the bad, and it's good to see the both sides of the view. Because honestly, nothing in this world is balanced and perfect. Nothing. Like, obviously, she's only human, Faux Couture, so she's bound to make mistakes. So some mistakes are just like, all right, no. Logically doesn't make sense, and some do, So obviously, having necessarily to have more people, all different stuff that could have happened in a logical manner. Didn't happen, but and like she said, she only ordered because of me. And that happened to a few people. So like I said, people were coming to me, people I didn't know, but because they saw me commenting and like answering people's questions on Faux Couture's page and like seeing my videos too, people were reaching out to me that I didn't know. And I told them it was worth getting. Like, yeah, I know it's a lot of money, it was a sale, like, it does never happen. When I tell you, I was amping it up so bad. So I felt so horrible when they were having bad experiences too. and their wigs weren't coming out right. And they weren't getting it. They thought they were gonna get all different stuff happen. It made me look bad because honestly, granted, in a sense, I shouldn't feel bad because it's not like I know them, so what do I owe them? But I still feel bad. I'm human. I have a conscience. You know what I mean? I am a good person where I generally felt bad that I gave somebody information that they used and it didn't work out for them. So that's another reason why I'm doing this video too. Some people, I just deleted a lot of the messages too. The people that, I answered their questions, I helped them out after a while, I deleted it, so I don't even know their names anymore. Hopefully they find this video, they can just see that I'm sorry for that, and referring them to this company, and then not having, having it done the way they liked it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So hopefully other people will have a better experience, either whether it's with this company or other ones.
And hopefully you found this video helpful.